Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to make this lovely trouser that I'm putting on. Okay, this is a basic trouser. So to make this trouser you'll be needing an Ankara fabric. I used 2 yards to achieve this. So the first thing I went ahead to do is to fold my material. For you to know the width or the wideness of the material you're going to be folding, you're going to be doing your thigh measurement divided by 2. Mine is 22.5 divided by 2 give me 11.25 plus 2 inches, that's 13.25. So I'll go ahead and mark 14 inch. 14 inches will be very perfect for my own. I'll mark 14 inches and mark it all the way down, okay, and connect it with a straight ruler. So after that I'll go ahead and rule a starting horizontal line which will serve as a guideline for me. Okay, from that horizontal line that I ruled, I'm going to mark my waist to my hip line, which is 9. Okay, I'll also mark my crotch depth, which is 11 for me. Okay, so if you don't know what I mean by crotch measurement, the picture that just showed on your screen is a way of you measuring yours. Okay, after that I'll go ahead and rule my lines into a horizontal line. Okay, keeping my ruler aside, from my crotch line I'm going to come down by 4 inches. That's going to serve as my thigh measurement. Okay, I'll mark 4 inches and connect it with my ruler. Now, having done that, the next thing I'm going to take is to take the full measurement of this trouser. So I'll be working with 41 together with the seam allowance, everything. I'll be working with 41. Okay, then I'll go ahead and roll it into a straight line. Okay, so this is me pointing all my lines. That's my crotch line. Okay, now for my hip line I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch allowance. Okay, my hip is 36 divided by 4 will give me 9 plus 1, that's 10. So I'll go ahead and mark 10 all the way on my horizontal line. Also go to the waist measurement and mark the 10 inches. Okay, like so. Then I'll connect it into a straight vertical line. Now, after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is to place my tape on my waist measurement and mark my exact waist. Okay, then I will now add 1 inch for my dart intake. Then I'll also add 1 inch for my seam allowance. Then I'll come in with my pattern master and connect it to my hip like so. Okay, now after doing that, I'll go ahead and divide my hip. My hip is 36 divided by 4 will give me 9. I'll also go ahead and divide the result I got, that's 9 by 4. Okay, so when I do that, 9 divided by 4 will give me 225. Okay, in all what I did was my hip divided by 8 if you want to do it straight. Okay, so whatever I get, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to extend my crotch line by that. Mine give me 2.25, so I'll mark my 2.25. Then I'll go ahead and bisect the line like I'm doing in the video. After bisecting the line, I'll use my chalk and curve it using freehand. Okay, like so. Now from that place that I've curved, I'll place my ruler there. Okay, to check what I have. What I have at the end of the day is 12.25. Sorry, what I have is 12.25. So I'll come down and also mark my 12.25 there at my thigh line. Then I'll also come down and mark 12.25. I'm going to mark 12.25 all the way down to get a very straight line. Remember, this trouser we're making is a straight trouser. Okay, now I'll connect everything down to the actual length of the trouser. I'm going to connect everything. Okay, after connecting it all the way down, the next thing I'm going to do is to come down by 1.5 inch. I want this trouser to have a band of 1.5 inches, so I'll go ahead and come down by 1.5 inches, which I will be cutting out. Okay, now after marking, I'll go ahead and connect it with my ruler into a straight horizontal line. Now while cutting it, that's the actual place I'm going to cut in. Then coming in with my scissors, I'm going ahead to cut out the parts that I'll be using. Okay, watch closely to see where I'm cutting. Okay, after doing that, I'll go ahead and fold the fabric that I'll be using for the back. The fabric should be 4 inches or more bigger than the front material that you use. Okay, now go ahead and extend the trouser by 2.5 inches. Okay, I'm on a smaller size. If you're on a bigger size, maybe you extend yours by 3 inches. Okay, I placed my ruler on the front pattern to extend it forward. Okay, having done that, I'll go ahead and connect it into a straight line. I'll also go ahead and extend the part that I'm extending now by 2.5 inches also. After that, I will extend my crotch line and my thigh line, okay, and my hip line to meet the end part of the material. Now after that, what I'll do is to raise my back part by 1 inch. Okay, you can see how I did it in the picture. Now also measure what I have in the front. I'll place what I have on my waistline at the front and measure. What I have there is 9.5. So placing my ruler at the 2 inches I extended it, I'm going to mark my 9.5 also. Watch closely to see what I'm doing, because this trouser is going to be a fitted trouser. I'm not going to be using elastic. Okay, after doing that, I'll place my ruler, my French curve, and also connect it like so. Okay, I want the waist of the front part to be equal to the waist of the back pattern. Okay, so you can see how I did it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to finish rolling the line. Okay, then I'll go ahead and curve out the back part, the crotch back part, like I did in the video. And after that, I'll place my ruler like I'm doing at the extended 1 inch and roll it to the side of the back trouser where I marked, okay, the waistline of the back trouser. Okay, after that, I'll go ahead and cut out using my scissors. Okay, now after cutting the front and the back, the first thing I'm going to do is to close up this part that I'm showing you. Okay, remember each part is in 2 pieces. Okay, after closing them, I've gone ahead to close mine. So after closing it, I will fold it, I will merge it up together well. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to place my tape at the stitch part, okay, and mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus half inches to take my dart. Okay, from there I'll go down by 3.5 inches. Okay, that will be the length of my dart, and connect it into a straight line. After connecting it, I will go out from this leg by half inch on both sides, okay, and connect it back to the 3.5 inches I came down like I'm doing in the video. Watch closely to see what I'm doing. Then I'll go ahead and hold them together and notch it, okay, to help and direct me in marking it at the back side also. Okay, I've gone ahead to mark all my dart intake at the both side of each pattern, both the front and the back pattern. Okay, so what I'll go ahead now is to go ahead and stitch them. After stitching it, I'll go ahead and open my trouser like so and merge both the front and the back. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my camera at this point, okay, but I noticed it later and corrected it. Okay, I will merge both of them together like so. I'll go ahead and pin all the way down. I'll go ahead and pin them all the way down, and then head over to my machine and close it up with a half inch. Okay, I'll take my time and pin it all the way down. Then I'll go to my machine and stitch it. After stitching the crotch part, I'll go ahead and open it like so. You can see that the back pattern is a bit wider than the front pattern. Yes, it is as a result of the 2.5 inches that we added. Okay, so but I'm not going to be cutting it out. What I'm going to do is to try and merge the two sides. Okay, go ahead and take your time and hold them using a pin. Okay, I'll align them using pin. Okay, I'll go ahead and align it, then pin it up. Okay, the next thing is I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch on both sides like I'm showing in the picture. Okay, and stitch it. Okay, here I've gone ahead to turn it to the front part. The next thing left for us is to attach the pin. Hence, go ahead and measure the waist of your trouser all around like I'm doing in the picture. The width of this my band is 4 inches. Okay, so that when you fold it and stitch it, it will give you 1.5 inches. Okay, and I'm so sorry that I did not record the fixing of this band. I intended doing it, but I didn't know that my camera didn't capture it. Okay, so the next thing I will do to finish up this beautiful pants trouser is that remember this is a fitted trouser, hence there should be space. So I left space at the side. I'll go ahead and face an invisible zip at the open space to finish up this trouser. And yes, this is the final look of this beautiful pants trouser. Thank you for watching till the end. Please remember to click the like button to encourage me and to make me to film more videos. Thank you very much.